Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Stellaris, the 4.0 update. I'm your host, Klaus Fade. It's episode 7. It's the year 2250. We have a polite request. Insights gained in hyperlane technology. Yeah, and so to be honest, your presence is grating. They said that last episode. Apparently when the game auto-saves on an exit, it didn't do it exactly then, so it's rolled back a little bit. I don't know. It's 2250. So we accept, have a good life. They give us Soul X. I thought we were already there it is. I thought we were already colonizing it, but so there it is, and it has a bonus of production from farmers. I'm not sure that before. See, here's what I did. Ended the episode, exited the game. We're playing on Iron Man, so I assume it just saves the game when it exits. But that's not apparently the case. It went back to like the last autosave, which was right before then. Anyway, I don't remember the previous Soul X having any kind of modifier on it, but this one does. Planetary infrastructure build speed is minus 50%, so it's going to be very slow to build on this thing. Minerals from jobs is going to be minus 30%. So if you want to do anything on here, you should probably do food. Okay. Well, we're going to do food and then probably a lot of alloys. So let's do a colony ship. Let's set it up as an agri world. Let's colonize it. Soul X. That's what I get for not continuing to play. And then there's this archaeological site pending. We get minor artifacts. Keep going. Chancellor, it needs to be... Yeah, and so remember, she actually got elected. So this is like some kind of autosave that happened before my last save. It's really weird that it did this. Okay. Well, you learn something new every day. So our big task here is to get prepped to fight these people. These guys are at minus 354. The Gox star regime is now positive, which is nice. So they finally like us a little bit, which is good. Complete. I like that. They like us, which we're going to need because these xenophobes over here, they are inferior to us. They are weaker than us and should be of little concern. Well, we would like to keep it that way. They're weaker than us. Look at this. From what we can see, they only have the one planet over here. They may just not have a lot of planets. May be their problem. But we may be in a position here to take them over. 500 to upgrade that starhold. We are at 5 of 6 starbase capacity. So here's what I think I want to do. These guys have a starbase over here too. Lasath. We need to put one right there. Okay, let's put one right there then. I don't know that we need this, but here's the thing. If we want to go to war with them, we know they're going to come at us from this direction and from this direction. I would prefer to start our attack from here and have something to just defend over here. But I think we're going to have to go after these guys before they make a bunch of friends. Would be good. And maybe before the Galactic community gets started, which would be extra good. So build some mining there. And then when you're done, go build some mining there. There's a bunch of stuff over here. There's a construction ship over here, the Sahara. I think we can safely pull you back and say, hey, go get this. There's a bunch of minerals over here. What happened there? Open council position. Ashkara got... Yep, she got elected, which is great. And we're going to... Felix Grasser is the Minister of State. So I have people here I can assign. All right. Council agenda speed, leader lifespan, empire effects as a counselor, minerals from jobs, anomaly discovery chance. She's ahead of the research on a science ship. S1's excavating Minister of Defense. I need someone to work as... Let's go check this out. What are you doing? Chancellor Ashkara Gouda. Okay, yeah, Chancellor, but... And what are your bonuses? Empire effects per skill level as a ruler. Yeah, but I kind of need you. Well, let's hire somebody else. Let's hire the High Ambassador. What does the High Ambassador do again? Trust cap. So anybody who has this. We did this last episode, but we'll do it again. Ship build speed as a counselor. That would be really good. Let's do that. We're going to take you ship build speed, and then what else can we give you? Leader lifespan or leader experience gain. We'll give you leader experience gain. Now, you need to be... I need somebody over here working a little bit of bonuses here. High Ambassador, you get ship build speed, leader experience gain. Yeah. It's weird that our leader can't be the governor here. She can't rule from there. Oh well. Go, you're gonna have that job. That way. Asteroid approaching Irim, yeah, and we
station under attack.
Cannot reveal ourselves until these events conclude. We cannot dismantle our observation post until these events conclude. Oh no, asteroid approaching Irim. Okay, hold on. Irim is looking at getting its butt kicked by an approaching asteroid. Okay. We can fix that. Maybe, if we can get someone there fast enough. Oh boy, I don't know if we can get anybody there fast enough. Do we know from science how fast that asteroid's going to get there? We got nobody there. First Fleet and Bubbles. Okay, both of you. I doubt we can get there in time, but let's try it. We could save those people. We can save them.
Research complete.
Now what do we have? Planetary faster than light inhibitors. Yes. That's what we need. Gravitonic sensors and a listening post. Okay. Plasma regulation array. Research speed doesn't take very long to do. Let's just do that. And then let's see what we got going on over here. We're selling all the food we can sell. We're selling a lot of minerals. We're buying energy and we don't need to. Okay, and remember, we were swapping one of these planets around. Massa Worms planets. We're changing into these generator districts. Okay, that's good. What the hell is that? Event Zondar. Oh, okay, this is going to be a renowned paragon. He's an admiral. Okay. He's an admiral, and our leaders say that we can have 2 more commanders.
Construction complete.
Hey, stop. Pause. He's materialist ethics. He's got ship hull hit points 25% and daily hull regen +2. Explosive weapon fire rate +15%. Sublight speed +15%. Time spent missing in action is -15%, and his ship upkeep is +10. What happened to you? I was once flesh and blood like the rest of my people. I was vulnerable to age and disease. My flesh was weak, so I shed it. My consciousness was digitized and uploaded. I have broken free of the body that held me prisoner. Why do you wish to join us? Superstition, religion, baseless lies, useful only to inflame the heart to murderous passion. That's true. The cause of countless wars and endless suffering. You and your people see through such nonsense. What is real can be seen, tasted, touched. Just as the flesh must be discarded to reach perfection, childish fantasies must be cast aside. You seek to command a fleet. The form you see before you is but one part of me. The void is my home, and I am one with my ships. You're hired. Okay, you're hired, and we got to get you a fleet. Let's see. Ship weapons range, leader lifespan. It's really nice that you're there, but he's better. So he's taken over. I will start building you a fleet as soon as I can, because we're going to need 2 fleets to destroy these guys anyway. So what I really need is a system up here somewhere that's going to help build. So it's going to put us 1 over the starbase capacity. But we got to do it. We got to have a shipyard in here somewhere to feed this location and this location. You want something from me again. Okay, minerals, tribute. Stay off my back. So this location here, that's good. This location here, yeah, grab these. I don't know that we're going to need them. These guys are friendly to us, so... These guys are friendly to us, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cancel this. I'm going to use this as the shipyard. Because these guys are friendly. Crew quarters, and then we'll upgrade it when we can so it can make more ships faster. Yeah, do that right now. Because here's the deal. So you could see this little U on here. This is a faster than light inhibitor. What this means is they can't get past this system until they defeat everything in it. So if we could colonize the planet, then they'd also have to defeat our ground forces on the planet. And that's where we could actually hold people off really well. Because you can get protective shield, domes, and all kinds of other things. I'm tempted to grab that. What else is back here? Well, I really need to get these systems. Come over here and do this. Move there. And while you're there, just, yeah, do that. We don't need this system. What is this thing? Void worms have at least 1 military ship in this system. That's not good. You guys are there. We'll have to upgrade you as well. And we're going to start losing food because our energy consumption, because Massive Worm is switching over. So it's going to be all generator districts after a while. Which is fine. Desiccated. The bunker on Moretu was used to protect computing equipment, some of which appears to be directly connected to the mycelium. Thankfully, we managed to retroactive several terminals and database. Reactivate. Oh God, the text is so small. Give me bigger text, Paradox. That's all I'm asking for. Bigger text. Why don't you go in here and build a starbase there? Or better yet, build one here. Move there. You guys are on your way, but I don't know that you're going to be able to get there before that asteroid hits. It is on its way, isn't it? Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, you folks. You primitive species in the late medieval age.
Council agenda ready.
I wish I could help you. I'm trying. Council agenda. Civil exclusion. Resources from jobs, 15%. Now what can we do? Survey speed, I don't care about. Monthly unity would be nice. Monthly unity, give me that. I want that. Launch that. Tile blockers, yay. More of those are going. Clone vats. Oh my god, please, yes. Give me clone vats. Oh, everything changes once we get those. That's great. Okay. Crystal mines for harvesting. Fusion missiles. Oh, and then we can get the destroyer, but again, we're kind of not in the right spot, so let's go get missiles. We're buying 12 of those. We have 50 trade each month coming in. 50 currency.
Construction complete.
Okay. Sahara. What's going on over here? Shipyard? There's no shipyard there. Asteroid destroyed. The asteroid that was headed towards Iridum 3 has been destroyed before it could reach the planet's surface. Oh. Who destroyed it? Anybody that we know? Bubbles, where are you? Okay, in that case, I want you to set that as your home base and go home. And I want you guys to set this as your home base and also go home. We're going to be upgrading you as time goes by. If we could get... I got to do some espionage against these guys. Are we doing espionage against them? We're not. We got somebody waiting to be assigned to espionage. Good. Okay, gather information. Launch when ready. Go. And then who else? The Grok Star, we're improving. You guys, do we have anybody espionaging you? We don't. Let's espionage you and also gather information on you as soon as we can. Okay, let's do that. So we're espionaging the two people who don't like us very much. What is this? You have an open council position. Why? Fleet order canceled. Science ship order. Cannot reach or find any other task to execute. Cortez canceled. Okay. What are you doing? You're just sitting over there and you can't get in here? Why can't you go here? We need a science ship with a science. Did you die? Oh, somebody disappeared. What happened? You have an open council position. Head of research just... Did they die or what happened to them? Okay. We lost someone. This person gets a research effect as a counselor, so you're on the council now. And Cortez doesn't have anybody. We lost our scientists and they didn't die. Did they defect? What happened? Leader retired. Head of research Rin Fujita served for the Empire for 15 years and retired. Okay. Well, in that case, let's hire a young buck here who's got anomaly research speed or anomaly discovery chance or leader lifespan. Well, age 30. The leader experience gain of 20%. You're going to gain a lot of experience. Planetary infrastructure upkeep as a governor or unity from jobs. Well, if you're going to be a governor, that's what we would want to do is unity from jobs, which reminds us, okay, this guy doesn't have a lot of great traits. Well, he's got ship build speed, but that's his effect as a counselor, which he already is. And he's already getting leader experience gain. Can we just take that scientist we just hired? Because she gets what? Unity from jobs? As a planetary governor and a sector governor? You're the new governor. That doesn't fix our ship, because now Cortez doesn't have a scientist again. Let's get somebody else. Anomaly discovery chance. Or anomaly research speed. Let's go leader lifespan on somebody who's 34 or anomaly discovery chance 30 and anomaly discovery chance. Yes, you can have that, and let's see what else we can find you. Anomaly discovery chance plus 15%. Or we can make you an archaeologist. No, we got archaeologists. Let's have you do that. And then I want you to survey the galaxy. Start. What are you doing? You're going over there? We didn't survey that place? Okay. Yeah, you're just going to automate it and go. So we can stop selling so many of these because this number is going to change dramatically over time. What we can do is start selling energy credits. So we're getting a lot of them transferred. Thanks to Massa Worm. This place, what do we have? We have workers and civilians. These are probably all robots. They are. So let's go in here and say we need another farm. How's the rest of the economy looking? A bunch of jobs that are not being done. Okay. The shroom, from shroom to code. We have recovered valuable information from the databanks found in the bunker of Morretu. The databanks tell us that this was a sort of listening post. Okay. Yay, we're colonizing that planet. That's good. What is this? You have one more leader ready to be put to work. Yes, but he's the Minister of Defense. She needs a fleet of ships and she doesn't have any. Confidence waivers. 83% chance of the event panicked operatives. That's a lot. Okay. Nema World. Our breeding program bears fruit as we add another Nema to our ranks. Great. Panicked operatives. That's what we thought. So the operation difficulty is +2.
Complete.
That research finished quickly. The disruptor, that's cool. So disruptors are neat in that they completely penetrate armor and shields and go straight for the hull. There are times when you really want those. And we're just going to go get them because there are times when they're valuable. They don't do as much damage as other weapons do. Kinetics do way more damage against shields, and plasma does way more damage against armor. But those things will cut through stuff. And there are certain enemies that you want to do that to. You just want to gear up for that and shoot straight through any shields and armor they have. Because they have small amounts of hull. So if you can just cut through the BS, you can kill them faster. But it's always one of those things you got to be able to analyze your enemies to know what to do. Okay. Now, Janus says, I got some civilians here, so let's build another one of those for them. What's going on with the code breaking? Our first fleet. You guys. Nema is our mining world. It's doing all mining support. How is it doing? It's got a bunch of workers, but they're nearly tapped out. So let's build our last mining slot. Event chain the Rubricator. This is really cool. At the coordinates for the Rubricator's last known location, we have discovered a habitable planet with what we believe may be some form of settlement, covering a large portion of its surface. The settlement consists of tall, pile-like towers, visible all the way from space. Our archaeologists are eager to excavate them in search of the Rubricator. I would recommend sending Wall-E. So that... Okay, so here, mineral purification we don't have yet. Okay. We got all this stuff, and we really need to get... We're kind of low on Unity. We could start building some Unity buildings on some of these, but what do they have? They don't have enough people as... They don't have a lot of specialists. They need more. But if there was a job there for them, maybe they would show up. Data-driven theorem facility. Oh, that's for researchers. That's sweet. Like that. You could add a medical center, which would increase pop growth for organics. It's not the best building in the world, but it might be proper to do right now. Let's get that going. The Last of Us. We are an agricultural world, and we have lots of ag specialization. So, focused rewards. So our focused rewards are showing up. Empire focus. We're getting these things. So that's happiness with conquest. Exploration is at 130. You get rewards for that. Find alien life. So I think this is already counted. This has counted all this stuff. Apprehended by hunter-seeker drones. The Groknaploran entity has just alerted to our presence. It seems we lack sufficient intelligence on the local area, and our operatives have earned the attention of a local hunter-seeker drones. Operation Gather Information is not truly jeopardized yet, but Spy Master requires speedy assistance. The event diplomatic solution happens in 4 days. The Spy Master and his colleagues have smoothed over the operative's awkward intrusion into the Groknaploran entity. Great, because we need information on them. So, finish an archaeological site. We've done that. Oh, but these... I wonder if these pips mean that's how many times we've done it. That must mean what it means, because now we're up to 25 points earning. But again, what do we get for doing this? That's what I want to know. We get points that push this along, but what is the end result of, like, filling that up? I don't know. It's not obvious, and that would be a user interface problem.
Complete.
Not anything else. Why don't you go grab this and we'll set up another outpost. The USG Ishimura. Get over here. Is nobody build Starbase Outpost? Yes, please. That's what we want you to do. Build. These guys are supposed to be inferior. The Velet State. They're inferior, but how inferior? Their fleet power is equivalent to us now. We need more information from them. Oh, well, here's the other thing you can do. We can try to acquire an asset. Gain an asset to use in the spy network, which I assume makes things a little bit easier. Launch when ready. Try to get us an asset if you can. I think this is something I'll try to do research on between now and the next Let's Play. The next episode is I'll try to figure out everything I can about espionage so I can more smartly utilize it. What is this? A relic world? What? Operative defects. Our spy master in the Velet state reports a drastic failure in her process for screening operatives. Word from the Velet capital is that a warehouse proprietor has chosen to defect. If the Velet state have a spy network on us, they will be warned of a plot against them. Get your house in order. 50% chance that the Velet state have a spy network on us. They will be warned. They may identify us if their code breaking is superior. Get your house in order. There's a relic world over here. View site. Kleptomatic rats. Okay, so this is for... Yeah, this is... This is great. Okay, what are you doing? Surveying. Okay, survey says. Build a starbase there. Sahara, what are you doing? Build mining. Build research. And then build an observation post. All our numbers are good over here. This is nice. We're earning a bunch of trade. Everything is in the positive. We are having to trade for some things. We're only having to buy... Okay, we're only having to buy that. That's what I want. The only thing I ever want to be buying is alloys. And if that's the only thing I'm ever buying, I consider that a win. Let's take this fleet. Wait a minute. Which fleet is this? Who is this?
Research complete.
That's Bubbles. Okay, you over here. Fleet with fancy guy. We're going to come in here and we're going to say, you get 10 more mining drones and make them. Research into fusion missiles. Exotic gas refineries. That's nice. Urban district, swarm missiles, and synthetic crystal plants. So, exotic gas refineries, let's grab those first. And then here, calling development speed we don't care about, but pop growth speed we do. So, that'll finish it off. And then the next tradition we can pick will have to deal with warfare. Because we're going to want to be ready to go to war with these bozos. Go to war with the bozos. I would like to get these guys before we get something like the Galactic Council and we have to start dealing with the potential for allies. And these guys might have a defensive pact that we don't know about yet, which is why we need to gather as much information as we can, because right now we have nothing on them. They have the target of the Cassus Belli from the Grok star.
Colony established.
They have closed borders to us. Yay. Okay. You are food. Your food place. Robot assembly plants first. Food next. Do we have blockers that we can clear? Good. Let's get you started. Oh, and then is there anything else we need to do with that? New contact. The next continuance, the Julian Interstellar Union. The next say, we are the Julian Interstellar Union, minions of the wise Primarch. They are fanatic materialist and authoritarian. We can get along with you. Okay, and the Priman Network. They are machine intelligence. We'll try to get along with you too. And now they say, custodian protocol activated, initiating data store transfer to primitive organic civilization. We graciously accept a modifier for 10 years of a bunch of research. We like having you guys as our neighbor. You're nice.
Incoming transmission.
Okay, here we go. Establishing embassies. So we got these two guys. Maybe they'll want to be our friends. Yeah, we're getting to the point. We're getting very close to the point where, yeah, we finished that. And so now exploration moves to 200. Let's move to development because that's what we need to do now. Exploration is kind of done. So you're over there and you completely pulled that. So there's this archaeological site and there's this archaeological site. Well, Mr. Spock, get back to work excavating the next site, please. This is done. Desiccated. The mushrooms on this planet are starting to flourish again. And with this, the computers begin to spit out small bits of data that seemed pretty random until we recognized activity from our home. In cooperation with teams from Melandria, a series of experiments has been conducted, and the only possible conclusion is that the mushrooms had some limited awareness of what happens on other planets. While the data we have retrieved is not exploitable just yet, continued efforts to restore the mushrooms are expected to give us more results. Okay.
Construction.
Operative spooked. Despite having taken every precaution prescribed in their training, one of our operatives has raised concerns that their cover may be blown. Such risks are normal. Denied. Continue forth. I probably should have used that bribe option. I didn't pay a lot of attention to it.
Construction complete.
The Ishimura. Yeah. We got to get all this over here. So just keep building star bases. Keep building mining stations. We'll get all of this. We'll get all of our gaps filled in. Fear the old shroom. The mycelium listening array is finally operational. A significant supply of water has been brought from orbit to sate the ever-thirsty mushroom, and major upgrades have been made to computing resources. And yet there's still so much we don't know about the mycelial network. The number of signals traversing the network proved surprisingly low, considering the quantity of information conveyed. The most prominent theory posits that the Fumongus exists across dimensions, where distances are not what we are used to. In any case, the Fumongus is in contact with its offspring across the galaxy, and these smaller colonies are able to relay data, which we can then interpret. But who else may have access to this network? There's a lot of data that we are not able to correlate to systems in this galaxy. Our pessimistic scientists argue we might not be the only ones listening, and that by reactivating the network, we just revealed ourselves to anyone using it. Given all that we still don't know about the Fumongus, or about the previous species that tapped into it, it might be best to just leave it alone. Paranoid fools, use it. We can add to code breaking. Authoritarian ethics attraction plus 20, or unity gain. We'll take the unity. I don't want authoritarian ethics attraction. We don't want to attract those type of people. There are other empires for them to go sit in. Massworm, how are we doing? We're done building. We have converted all of our farms over to energy. That's great. And now it's producing 96 energy. Awesome. Okay. How are we looking for empire pops? You're just about done there. You're just about filled up, so we should probably build one more of these. Okay. That would be good. That would be a good thing to build. And we're 15 is our cap. And since we're getting close to there, I'm going to build an alloy factory. Not that anybody's going to work these jobs, because we only have 79 people working artisan jobs right now. But the whole point is to get people working this. And we're going to move most people over to medical worker anyway to start getting the extra 10% speed on that. We want more pops.
Construction complete.
I don't think there's a problem with building buildings before you need them. If you have the minerals to build them, you just have to be aware of how the jobs are worked or being not worked. And that's okay. Contact lost. Spy Master reports having lost contact with our operatives on an active deployment in the Velet state. They have missed a number of the most recent. So we have to disavow. This cancels the operation. Boo. Okay. The Velet state. See, this is one thing I don't like about, because I don't understand espionage very well. I'm always failing at it. So let's gather more information then before we go trying to get ourselves an operative. You can build that mining station. Stray Communique. One of our politicians on Elandria has carelessly misplaced a bundle of sensitive materials. Probably put those in the bathroom, stored them, said they could take them, they were allowed to take them. Oops. Fire this incompetent at once. Politician on our capital is fired and demoted. Oh, if only it was that easy. That would be wonderful. Bye-bye. Cortez, the science ship, is moving up here. It says, I'm going to explore automatically, and that's what we want you to do. Explore auto-magically. Okay, now our fleet's up to 30. Church of the Endless Expanse. Ooh. The archaeological team has laid bare the remains of a modest temple. Delicately carved from an organic alien material, the exterior was once brightly colored, but has faded to a dull gray. A fully operational holographic priest still presides over the church. While the temple was in use, she took confessions from wayfaring penitents, offering healing, reconciliation, and sanctuary to this otherwise inhospitable nook of the universe. Unusual mechanical confessional chairs akin to torture devices have led the archaeologists to believe there may be more to the temple that meets the eye. Really? You don't say. I am Jack's complete lack of surprise. What are you guys looking at here?
Complete.
All these guys like us, which is good. These are the ones we're concerned about. They're inferior and they have one planet? That's why they're inferior. Oh, wow. We could take them so easy. They got all of this landscape. Oh, they've got all of this real estate and they had one planet. Oh, man. Okay. We are getting on the precipice of where I want to be, which is it's such a long game you got to play here, basically. You got to play the long game with the idea being, you know, how do you go to war with people? When do you go to war? What's the optimum way to go to war with them? We are short consumer goods, which means we need more. Massawim. You're building alloy foundries, but we need some people to actually... This is when I wish I could... You can only specialize one job per strata. And I really wish I could be like, I want to specialize this and this. But you can only do one or the other. So that's when I wish I could have a little more fine-tuned control over my pops. But you can't do that. Carnival protesters. Protests have erupted across The Last of Us, driven by a growing anxiety over the perceived transformation of our society following first contact with an alien species. Demonstrators question long-standing traditions, challenging the foundations of governance, and demand adaptations to accommodate the future reshaped by this revelation. Though non-violent, the sheer scale of these movements has placed a strain on civic services and disrupted daily life. However, many citizens do not see these protests as mere disorder. They see them as a reckoning, a sign that our very identity is being rewritten before our eyes. We can take no action, and it begins the rise of the manifest event chain. Fractured loyalties modifier added for 3 years. We get stability minus 15. We encourage participation. Specialist pop resource output goes down by 30%. Mobilize a grassroots response, which will give us resources and more of those resources. Flood the streets with unity rallies. This is if we want to choose the egalitarian, and this is materialistic. Frame it as a distraction. So we lose resources it depends on what kind of resources you want to lose and which kind of ethic you want to promote. The option is available for having xenophile. Mobilize a grassroots response. I don't want to lose any more of those. We're going to do this. I don't really want to lose the alloys, but frame it as a distraction. This will eradicate the manifesti. Go for it. We have more important things to do right now. Like get ready to conquer our neighbors. What is this location here?
Construction complete.
It's a dead end that got conquered by the Gawk Star. Wow, that's weird. Okay. Well, what about Elandria, the capital? We can raise this up. We do have the gases to do it. We have one exotic gas. We can raise one building up if we wanted to. Spend that gas as a resource, as an upkeep resource. We have gathered enough information to create a new insight technology to explore further. The next time we have an observation event that would advance our insight, we would gain a new research option. Great. I like that. Elandria, what are you doing with your pops? You have criminals. Criminals. So we could go to the decisions and say, launch an anti-crime campaign. You have 44% crime, which is not good. We can fix this by replacing commercial zones here. It's getting us 23 trade. Kind of don't want to have to do that, but we might have to. Or we could, oh, we have a medical center here and we don't need to grow pops on this planet anymore. So let's do this. We're going to replace it with precinct houses. These guys are tough on crime. Go. Do that. This is our mining and mining support world. We have lots of people working and our miners are almost maxed out. What we don't have is people who work in trade or medical workers. Let's switch over to medical workers because we have enough robots and we know they're all working those jobs. We want medical workers to create more people pops. And if we can get more people on this planet and more specialists, we could change this mining support to other things. In fact, I would like to do that. Let's change this to heavy industry. And we're going to try to do, well, let's do one is mixed and one is heavy. Let's do mixed first. We want to get some more consumer goods, but then we want to start cranking out alloys. Okay. The Last of Us, an agro world. The birth of the galactic community, here it comes. Okay. We'll join it. That means there is the Galactic Senate now. And the first proposals show up.
Incoming transmission.
Okay, let's stop this then. For this planet, The Last of Us, our agro world, we have all these people not working. We have Mexicans. Okay. We need the research to finish so we can get the clone vats on here. That would really, really help. All right. Wait a minute. Let's go back there. That was The Last of Us. How many regular people do you have? They're almost tapped out on farmers. So here's what we can do. We can actually specialize this now. And this would give us 3 more building slots here. And then we can put more things on here. One of the buildings we can put on here will give us like 200 more farming jobs. Another one will create a boost for it. So there's a bunch of different things you can put in here now when you have the tech for that. In the meantime, we're going to get embassies from everybody who likes us. Non-aggression pact from the Crimean network. Okay, sure. You know what? I don't need non-aggression pacts are fine as long as it's not with these jerks and these jerks. The Kravadox. Wow, we got a lot of Gestalt consciousnesses in this game. Okay. The Querarians. Who are they? These guys, they're hive mind and they like us. They're at war with someone. The Julian Interstellar Union. Okay. The Groknaploran entity is the one we've been trying to make like us the whole time. They started at 740 and minus 740, and now they're at minus 225. So that's great. They have 11 planets. We would love to conquer them someday and take all those planets. It'd be fantastic. So as we get ready to wind this episode down, that's where we're at. The USG Ishimura is over there. It's going to come over here and grab this. We got closed borders from these guys. The Jomaran Associate Sons. They are fanatic spiritualists and xenophobes. Yeah, you guys can definitely die. Gok Star regime form a non-aggression pact. And that's who we want to have a non-aggression pact with. So we're great. In fact, we'd even love a defensive pact with them. It'd be great. The endless expanse hidden under the floors, tiles in the sacristy, the archaeologists have discovered a secret crypt where the walls are lined with rows upon rows of tiny blue digital orbs, their circuitry glittering in the dark. Each orb contains the memory of a single confession and can be plugged into a cryptic-looking machine at the center of the room to reveal its contents. Those who confess their sins were blessed with oblivion, the memories of their deeds extracted by the confessional chairs and stored within the digital orbs. Let us play for some juicy confessions. Yeah, let's do that. So the Velet state, what we want to do is pay really close attention to these guys and see if they're going to end up with any friends. They have a target of a casting spell from the Grox. Okay. They have closed borders to a whole bunch of people. Rivaled by the Prime Network. You know what we're going to do? Declare rivalry. You can't. Grants Animosius Cassibel requires terrible relations, rivalry, an envoy sent to harm relations, or one empire must either be the supremacist diplomacy state, antagonistic diplomacy state, or be a fallen empire. Requires terrible relations. Our relations aren't terrible. We're harming them. An envoy sent to harm relations, which we have, requires terrible relations. We can't do that. Okay. Well, we've got one planet. Foul magician in the cats system. Andy Cats. Yep. That's what we've seen the whole time. Yeah, I just don't want them making friends and then us having to go to war with their friends. I want to be able to conquer them and only them. We're going to want this number up here, influence, to be maxed out. That's going to be the main thing. We're going to need it to be maxed out because, first of all, we're going to have to make claims to get all these systems all the way over to here. And all we want to do is claim enough systems to get us there. So it's going to have to, we're going to have to claim 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 systems, and it gets prohibitively more expensive the further you get away from your own systems. So we need 6 claims, and then what's going to happen is if we were to go to war with them and conquer their planet, and that's truly the only planet they have, then all these other systems would become free once the war is over and they're completely destroyed. These systems would become open again, which means a gigantic rush by everyone else to go in there and survey them and build outposts. So we would definitely want to be in a rush, preferably to build outposts like here, along this loop right here, and over to here to connect it, and then figure out where our choke points are going out in this direction and whatever other dead ends we can do. But that is going to be the plan for down the road. We have to take these guys out. This is the relic world, and we can't... Can we colonize it yet? It's got an archaeological site, and what we really want to do is... Where are Cortez, the science ship? What's Sahara doing? That's a construction ship. Construction ship. What's the Enterprise doing? It's working on a construction site over there, and Tachyon is working on a site over there, excavating that archaeological site. I would like to have this relic world as soon as possible. So I'm going to have you change priorities and come over here. And then the next big thing is just a member join the Galactic community. That's everybody. We'll get into the Galactic community next episode. The Senate's in recess for 576 days anyway. We have to get a few more planets set up to have more of these civilian industries, because that's what we're gonna need. We need more of that. We gotta make sure this number here doesn't kill us, and then we just have to crank out alloys, lots and lots of alloys. So, folks, this sadly is where I'm gonna leave it for this episode. The birth of the Galactic community has happened. Now we gotta conquer our foes before they have friends. We could be doing really well there. We're at 150 empire size. Everything is costing us 10% more for technology and adoption cost. So, the Velet state could be the first to fall, though. I would like the Velet state to fall and just get these resources. And then I'd like to be strong enough, perhaps in a defensive pact or even with a federation, and go after these losers, because they've got a ton of planets, and that would change the game. So everyone, thanks for watching. You know the drill. Like the video. Leave questions, comments down below. Subscribe if you have not already. Consider joining the channel for $4.95 a month. Just get you access to some emojis for the very few times I do live streams, and sometimes, very rarely, I'll put out content for subscribers before everybody else gets a chance to see it. I like to do that with short series of less than 20 videos where I can kind of get them all cranked out and edited and formatted and uploaded and give subscribers a chance to have something special. But in the meantime, just have fun. I will see you all next time. Until then, happy gaming, everyone.